What's up, YouTube? So in today's video, we're going to be going a bit behind the scenes on the cold emails that a six-figure agency owner receives on a day-to-day basis. We're going to be showing some terrible cold emails and why they suck, and then we're going to go over some decent and good cold emails and why they're good. So make sure not to make these mistakes, and let's get started. Everybody receives cold emails on a day-to-day basis. And let's be honest, most of them are terrible. You know exactly what I mean when I say they're trash. I'd say about 80 to 90% of these are just pointless emails. For the most part, I would say the targeting is just completely way off. I get emails that people think my agency is like a manufacturing plant or stuff like that, just completely way off. And when you're doing stuff like that, you're really risking the domain health of all your domains, because if your targeting is way off, you will piss people off. But if your targeting is on point and they're just not interested in the offer, that's a different story. But if your targeting is off and not only are they not interested in the offer, but they're not interested because it's not even possible because that's not their business. Okay, so I'll read it out first. Hello, Jesse. Everyone needs phone/video/text nowadays. Yeah? Question mark. I think I can help your lead zest cut up to 32% by switching to an all-inclusive, best-in-class business phone service. Would there be a good direct line to reach you? Here's what's included on our phone solution: limitless calling, unlimited texting, voicemail transcription, award-winning apps, tons of free extras. Open to an upgraded phone service to cut on your bill a wallet full amount like numerous other Pennsylvania companies? Shoot me a reply with your best contact number. We'll quickly give you a call to cover some simple details to get you underway to easy money back on your balance sheet. Respectfully yours. All right, let's break this email down and destroy it. First, the subject line. This is like a 2.8 out of 5. Business phone system for lead zest. It's good to have a subject line that is relating to your offer, but let's be real. Out of 1,000 people, how many are actually looking for a business phone system? Like, do people even really use business phone systems? Everybody's remote nowadays. Companies are just using power dialers, or they have company phones that they use. No one really has like those big bulky plastic phone systems. I don't even know if that's even what this guy's talking about, or is just talking about the provider. What is this guy talking about? For an offer like this, I definitely focus more on like the tangible benefits. Maybe go for something like unlimited power dialer minutes for your sales team. Save on your power dialer cost, or like power dialer question. This could be, a good subject line because people are using power dialers. This is very common. Any company with a legit sales team is using a power dialer. Nobody really even uses the word business phone system anymore at all. Like, this is kind of ancient. I would say don't start off with like a question, let alone like a rhetorical one. Do you think I'm, an idiot? Everybody needs phone and video text nowadays. Yeah. What are you even trying to say here? It's like saying, yo, Jesse, the sky's blue, right? Yeah. Isn't it? No shit, dude. Like, okay, I get it. Yes, the sky is blue. What does this have to do with anything? This doesn't help your case whatsoever. Obviously, the English here is a bit poor. There's a lot of words that just kind of are jumbled in there, like somebody used like Google Translate or ChatGPT. I would say that this the first line of this sentence shouldn't even be in this email at all. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Now, what this guy's doing is he's also talking about, bullet lists of like, it's like an infomercial. This like makes absolutely the worst possible thing that you could do in like cold email. You never want to just list off a bunch of bullet points of like you're just trying to sell some fat loss supplement. It's going to piss people off. No one's going to read that. That doesn't help anyone's situation. Again, you're just kind of talking about yourself and like your product, when really what you should be doing is talking about the prospect and like how this product would help them. What would happen if they use this? What would they get out of it? How would this make their life better? You don't have to list 20 plus features. That doesn't matter because it's not my solution. It's not my service. Why don't you tell me what this actually does for me? So the next sentence they're talking about, I think I can help. Well, can you? Do you think you can? Are you confident that you can help me? Like, never put like I think or like maybe we can help. It's like I can help. Like, I know that I can. You have to be more confident in the way that you're kind of presenting your offer. So, we talked about this earlier, the bullet points. It's like talking about like an action figure or like a ShamWow commercial. You're not sending these cold emails to a 90-year-old grandma trying to sell them on some fitness equipment that like doesn't work, that burns fat by sitting in a chair. It's scammy. The call to action, you can read it yourself. I can't even read this thing like without my head hurting. Open to an upgraded phone service to cut on your bill a wallet full amount like numerous other Pennsylvania companies. Dude, like, what are you saying? Like, what does this even, what are you saying? Like, you could have, I always say not to ask for a call, but I think saying, are you open to a call is probably better than like what this guy just put here. Absolutely terrible. And then he instructs me to reply with my phone number to get on a call. Instant disassociation with anything if someone's like just telling you what to do here, right? Please don't do this. We'll go on to the cold email example number 2. Subject line, franchisee hiring or franchise hiring. Jesse, could be off, but I'd bet keeping your franchise locations fully staffed is time consuming, difficult, and expensive, ? The WebBerry platform is a game changer. It uses AI to turn one job post into hundreds of listings. It lets you post and manage all your hiring in one place. We're different, not an RPO or staffing agency. Our average client reduces their hiring time by 40%. Worth exploring further? We can make this one a quicker dissection. Jesse, could be off, but I bet. Well, guess what? You're way off, buddy. I'm not a franchise. If your AI does actually work so well, then why can't it figure out that I'm not a franchise? Why can't your brain figure out that I'm not a franchise? Why can't your targeting and your lead list building figure out that I'm not a franchise? So targeting is so important. I'm sure plenty of other, non-ideal clients were actually on this list as well, which means everyone who isn't a good fit is not going to reply to this. His reply rates are going to be so low, and they're probably going to be a higher chance of them reporting this as spam. So the domains are going to be destroyed and ruined if they haven't been already, and that's really how important targeting is. Also, there's no name, no signature, nothing. Using all caps in a cold email is another like spammy kickoff. Again, it's like coming off as our commercial with all these like bold text here, maybe color in the text, like really just trying to get your attention. Like, this isn't email marketing, this isn't like some creative ads and stuff. Like, this is an email. It should be, conversational. Like I said, the targeting's, way off here, but it's not really telling me like what it would help me do if I did have this problem. What would be a problem that I have that, this can actually help. So by using AI to turn one job post into hundreds of listings, like, what does that solve for me? What does that actually help? He should, probably go over that value prop. And then this like game changer in all caps, like, it's just ridiculous. So this one landed in spam, absolutely no surprise here. Jesse, requesting a meeting is the subject line. Okay. So subject line, it's absolutely ridiculous. I would never open something like that. I went into my spam to grab a few of these, for this video. That's the only reason why I saw this. So first off, what is it? A question? Requesting a meeting? Well, are you? Am I? What are you talking about? Why is this a question? Jesse requesting a meeting? Are you? Like, I don't know. What are you trying to do? It's just not like proper. This isn't like a proper English. So the subject line is really as bad as like saying like, Jesse, demo today, now. Jesse, demo now. Jesse, tomorrow, demo, afternoon. Like, psychologically, this is triggering. And even for someone with half a brain, this is going to be triggering. You can also take a look at how many times that they say I versus you. The entire email is just talking about themselves or the company. I don't even know what it could do for me. So I'm reaching out potentially because I believe that LeadZest is an appropriate fit for the tech expertise I'm offering. I'm leading a software engineering firm specializing in custom software, mobile app, and web app development. We specialize in helping clients like yourself offload your engineering business so you can focus on what you're good at, running your business. If you have time for a quick call on Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. EST, I can go over how we could help LeadZest. Would that work for you? He just said 10 times more than he said you. A big throw off. And then second off, why would an agency owner need software engineering? Okay, automations, maybe reporting functionality, lead list building, like waterfalls and automations in that part, etc. So if he's talking about stuff like that, then I'd recommend, making something for free to me to start, or free for any other agency owner to try out, then that would be a good email, but he didn't. So it's not, if he was targeting, agency owners for software engineering, hey, can I send you over a free lead list scraping tool, etc. This is something that, a couple other lead generation agencies have been using. Do you want to check it out? That's way better than, anything that this guy said right here. All right. So this is the first, decent, good cold email example one. It's kind of hard to find these. It took me a while because there's really not that many. Hey, Jesse, we just built a tool for Apollo data. It helps you get Apollo data in a very cost-effective way and can extract 50K data in less than 3 minutes. Worth a quick look. I like it because it's short and sweet and targeted, and I do use Apollo. Okay, some of this, the English isn't all together here. He says Apollo, but then he says Apollo. Okay, that's just a typo. And can extract 50K data in less than 30 minutes. I think this could be worded a little better right here. Let's talk a little bit more about this. I do like the subject line as well, Apollo leads. It is, okay, I do use Apollo for leads, so it's kind of it's pretty relevant. It's good. You could even put question in there. Apollo leads question, your Apollo leads. Apollo it's one of the many lead sources that I do utilize to gather data. So, he's correct in his assumption here. He's digging into common pain points because, most Apollo users, but not particularly me, it's very relatable because it's difficult to export more than 10,000 contacts at a time, let alone 50,000, without having a higher paid plan or spending 18 hours manually saving, 100 at a time. So the follow-up's good here too. Did you check my last email? If you use Apollo as a lead source, you can test out our tool because it helps you get data in a cost-effective way, and it doesn't need to be a paid Apollo account. You can extract up to 50K leads in one go, and all of this happens on our cloud server, no Chrome extension. Reply with the yes, and I'll share the link. So many people are actually struggling with this. This is, it's a common pain point, so it's good. This definitely got results from other people. The email's short. I look at the length. I read both emails, including the follow-up in less than 25 seconds. Simple read, simple ask, simple offer. This is good. This is what you need. At the end of the day, it is enticing for people who are using Apollo. By having this as such a simple and short read, it's, simple for someone to make a decision whether they want to reply or not based off the length. A 2-sentence cold email, this is better than 80 to 90% of the emails that I get. I would change the signature though. I think the link should be removed. I blacked out the link just because no free press. Take out the link. You're probably not going to land in spam as much as you are. Call to action too. He's not pushing a used car salesman here saying worth a quick look or reply yes and I'll share the link. Not saying do you have 15 minutes of your time? Can I have 50 minutes of your time? Can we talk now? That throws people off. Don't go like that. It's an open-ended CTA. We all know that's great. He's not sending the link at first. He's asking to send the link. So this isn't going to typically land in the spam. Here's a good cold email example number 2. Hey, Jesse, notice that LeadZest is sending email campaigns to find clients. Thought I'd ask, ever tried using Upwork as a channel to find clients? Might come as a surprise given the rep, but we actually have managed to close a 200K plus in deals last year from Upwork. I'm quite confident the same would work with your offer. Interested in seeing how? The first line's pretty decent. It's true, but it's also stating the obvious. It's not a bad thing though, because yes, we are sending emails to find clients. I think that could just be completely removed. It's a simple ask. It's not even asking for a meeting. It's just asking if I've done something. Thought I'd ask, ever tried using Upwork as a channel to find clients? No, I haven't tried it. Okay, that's what I tell myself. Next line, immediately hitting you with the facts that they actually closed 200K in deals just from Upwork last year. Okay, proof that it works. That could be good for me. They start off as saying how it might come as a surprise because the norm is that Upwork is, maybe cheap work or cheap jobs. No one thinks you can get like really big deals on there. However, 200K it's not cheap in terms of revenue size. I mean, it's pretty substantial. So now he expresses confidence that it would also work for me, not that he thinks it would work for me. To finish it off with a great CTA, interested in seeing how. Short, sweet, not aggressive at all. Sure, yeah, okay, I'd be interested in seeing how it works. After you respond, that's when, they'll pitch you the call. It's a good strategy. It's a good structure throughout. No spam words or aggressive use, car salesman tactics that just, tend to trigger people. Some ending thoughts here. So, don't make the same mistakes that most of these people did in the examples for the bad cold emails. Take notes as to why, these good cold emails are actually good, and reevaluate your current campaigns. Make more of an effort to have better targeting in your outreach, and you're going to see your results skyrocket. Even if you have the best script in the world, you need to have like grade A targeting. That is the true sauce. Imagine trying to sell a roof to someone who just bought a new roof last year. They're not going to be interested. Now imagine trying to sell a roof to a whole city that just got hit by a hurricane a couple months ago. They're probably more inclined to take you up on that offer and get a quote because they actually need a new roof. Use the same concept in your outreach. Make sure to hit the right people at the right time with the right message. Other than that, yeah, if you need any help with your campaigns so you can land some more meetings, feel free to reach out to us at leadzest.com. You can also follow me on Twitter, shoot me a DM at _Jesse Rosa. I appreciate your time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other videos you'd like me to go over. And as always, blessed sending, lads. Thanks so much. Take care.